Hello students, today's topic is the human digestive system. I have divided this topic into various subparts. So let's begin with the first part. Look at the picture in front of you. It comprises of various organs that helps your food to be digested and absorbed. Let's see the overview of the human digestive system. It includes the parts which help for digestion of food. First, mouth. The food is ingested in the body through mouth. Then the food travels into esophagus, then to stomach, then to small intestine. In small intestine, the digestion finishes up. In large intestine, the water is absorbed and the rest of the unwanted part is stored into rectum. Then it is excreted out of the body through anus. Just look at the types of the digestion. Digestion starts even when you put the food in your mouth. There are two steps of digestion. First is mechanical digestion, second is chemical digestion. Today we are dealing with mechanical digestion. Breakdown of particles into smaller pieces as to increase the surface area for the action of enzymes. Enzymes are certain chemicals which break down the food by reacting to it. We will learn about it in the next part. Mechanical phase of digestion. It involves the change in the physical property of the food and it is facilitated by peristalsis. I will tell about this in the coming slides. First step is mastication. Cutting and chewing of the food with the use of the teeth is known as mastication. We humans have 4 kinds of teeth. Can you name them? Okay. Molar, premolar, canine and incisor. First we will eat the food and cut it into small pieces. Then saliva produced from the salivary glands. As you can see in the picture, there are three pairs of salivary glands. First is parotid gland, second is submandibular gland, third is sublingual gland. It is not in your syllabus currently, but still for your knowledge I am sharing it. The saliva contains very important enzyme known as salivary amylase. Salivary amylase. Salivary amylase is also known as ptyalin. It digests the carbohydrates present in your food into simple sugars. Then the tongue mixes food with the saliva. The back of the tongue secretes the mucus which helps the food to move ahead, to be swallowed easily. The act of swallowing is known as deglutition. Now it's very interesting that at one point your food pipe and windpipe just connects with each other, just have a intersection. Sometimes when we are eating along with laughing or speaking along with eating, we feel certain cough. That happens because a little amount of food enters into windpipe. We all have heard about epiglottis. Just look at the picture. Epiglottis is a flap which covers the windpipe while we are eating the food. That is why it is suggested not to speak when you are eating. See, the orange part is the epiglottis. It covers the windpipe. Next is peristalsis. It is a rhythmic move and contraction of the wall of the gut. Gut is nothing but the esophagus. The antagonistic action, it means it is self-generated. When the one muscle relaxes, other start contracting. The food just passes through esophagus and enters into stomach via this process. Peristalsis is nothing but the rhythmic wave-like contraction of esophagus. Just look at the picture and you will understand. And here we are finishing up the mechanical digestion of the food. And now in this next part we will be dealing with the chemical breakdown of the food. Thank you.